Hi guys! It's Cheska! Tara, kwentuhan tayo. So actually, matagal ko nang gustong gawin to. Kasi number one, miss ko na talaga mag-travel. Tsaka gusto kong i-document talaga yung mga travels ko. Naisip ko, why not document it in this way, right? And you have the time. So, eto tayo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through some pictures and photos plus videos then I took from my trip. Siyempre, nasa social media ko to, most of these, but some of them only were sent to my family members or like close friends nung time na yon, and gusto kong i-share yung trip ko and to give myself also like a sort of video diary. So, ready kayo? Gusto nyo ba? Sige. I'm just going to scroll you through some first few pictures, no? So, the pictures you see right now are from a museum called Ridge, yung short niya. Kasi ang hirap i-pronounce sa mga Dutch words actually. But Ridge yung short na pag-pronounce nila before. I went there, it was winter time. Sobrang daming tao na lumalabas kahit sobrang lamig. May ice skating rink. Nakakatuwa nga kasi alam mo yung things na, syempre as a Filipino, hindi mo naman talaga nakikita sa pangkaraniwan na araw sa labas. Like snow or yung mga tao nagsiskate sa streets, ganyan doon. As in, paglapag ko pa lang, wow. Sobrang alam kong nasa ibang kontinente na ako. So we went inside the museum, but sadly, I did not have the sense in me nung time na yun to actually go inside the museum, I think. Or if I did, I don't recall taking pictures of the actual things inside the museum. Pero, pumasok kami and may mga restaurants. Super ganda ng dining ambience doon. Well, of course, it's in Europe, right? And this is the inside of the museum. Tapos pansinin nyo yung taas, no? Ang ganda. Europe has this feel. Sobrang pinahahalagahan nila yung itsura, yung aesthetic ng mga buildings nila. So, this is the outside again. And then, here you have the picture of the streets ng Amsterdam. And sobrang nagulat ako, guys, kasi I didn't know that they had trams. Apparently, meron. Nung nakita ko yung trams, like casually, you know, it was while you're walking on the streets or while you're doing your shopping, may tram na dadaan. Hindi lang siya aesthetic kasi it's really what people use to travel, yung trams na to. And this picture, up until now, I think ito pa rin yung cover photo ko. I remember seeing this for the first time and na-taken aback ako kasi sobrang ganda niya tingnan. Think of Amsterdam as a city na maraming canals. Tapos, every now and then, you'll encounter like kind of bridges that have actual, you know, boats passing through the canals. And then, you're just there. It's super integrated sa life ng city. But at the same time, sobrang ganda niya. So, you have beauty in everyday living. Compared to the Manila city life na super crowded, very fast-paced yung life. It's not really common that you would get to pause and then see na. Ganda nung itsura nito, di ba? This is one of the pictures I clearly remember taking because tanda ako talaga, teka, kailangan kong picturean to. Sobrang ganda niya. I think I took this picture mula nung train ride galing airport. So, nasa tram ako, tapos pinicturean ko siya sa labas. Yan, same area. Yung building na yon, would you believe, is actually the terminal. Kumparahin nyo sa MRT or LRT dito doon. Yung terminal ng train, sobrang aesthetically pleasing din. Ito yung train. Hindi ko tanda kung ito yung train na I took galing sa airport. I think this is it. Guys, disclaimer hindi ako tao na magaling kumuha ng picture. Wala rin akong eye for what would look good in a photo. But I just took this kasi I felt like it was so organized, so clean. Siyempre, first tapak sa Europe, so picture lang ng picture. So, the day that I went to Amsterdam, may kasama akong actually na colleague ko. And umikot kami. Tapos, sobrang daming picture-worthy na mga sites. I just took pictures and you'd see that the city is so beautiful. And of course, mandatory plane shot. This is another thing about me. I like eating food and I like taking pictures of my food. Over the years, medyo nag-die down na siya. At this point in time, it was still very intact. Makikita nyo, maraming pictures ko from Amsterdam. Carbonara. Kasi when you're in Europe, they don't really serve much rice. In terms of European food, ang gusto ko talaga is pasta. So, makikita nyo, marami akong kinaing pasta. So, this is actually one of the times I was quote-unquote fortunate enough to have eaten rice. Okay, so this is a snapshot of what my walk to work look like. So, hindi ko pala na-explain. I went to Amsterdam not out of my own planning, but it was part of a work trip that I had. And I was super blessed to have been able to take this trip. So, I was there with a colleague of mine who's also working for the same bank. Part ito ng walk namin going to the bank. Yung hotel namin, walking distance lang siya to where we went to office at that time. Isipin nyo, parang 5 to 8 minutes walk. Tapos ganun kagandang city. Tapos somewhere sa left side niyan, hindi nyo makikita, but kanal yung nasa kaliwa niyan. So, every now and then, you would see boats or people walking by. Tapos the weather was so nice. At least if you're only walking for 5 to 8 minutes, anything above 30 minutes, sobrang nilalamig na ako masyado and I have to go to a warm place na. Pero, since 5 to 8 minutes ang yung walk namin, carry naman siya. Ayan, so this is one of the restaurants I ate in the Big Apple. Tapos ang ganda nung stair, so syempre picture si ate. Start na ng aking pasta journey nung Amsterdam trip ko. So I ate risotto and my colleague had some form of tomato pasta. I'm just going to scroll through the food photos because to be honest with you, hindi ko rin tanda kung ano yung mga exactly yung names ng mga kinain ko, but sure ako pag carbonara. Ayan, so nag-order din kami ng calamari. And this, guys, this set of ribs, in-order ko siya. Itong colleague ko kasi had been in Amsterdam for around 2 weeks already. And ako, kakadating ko lang doon. Pero, medyo gamay na niya yung mga spots na, dito masarap, dito tayo kumain, ganyan. So, sinusundan ko lang yung pack niya. And, kumain kami sa ribs joint na to. Guys, kasi yung ribs sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Ako racks. Or there's also this restaurant in Poblacion sa may Makati area na doon ko nakukuha yung idea ko ng ribs. Nung hinain nila tong ribs na to sa harap ko, guys, no joke parang length siya ng arm ko. From my fingertip to my elbow. Ganon siya kalaki. So, nung tinignan ko, hindi ko maubos to panigurado, pero sayang yung pagkain, 'di ba? Since sa Europe, malaking portions nila. Tinitake home ko na lang. Or, I would go around and look for homeless people to give the food to. But, actually, in Amsterdam, ang pansin ko, wala masyadong homeless people. I guess they're well taken cared of. So, medyo nahirapan ako. But every now and then, I would find people begging sa street, but not often. So, yun, ang laki nito, guys. Tapos may fries pa kami on the side na ang dami talaga. So, kung mahina kayo kumain, isipin nyo lang yun. Nasa Amsterdam or sa Europe, malaki yung portions nila. Actually, feeling ko kahit naman sa Amerika, but yan. Selfie. Excuse me. Excuse my awkward exit. Ayan, so nag-start na. Bakit dalawa? Okay, guys, sorry hindi ko tanda kung I ate this all by myself, but I'm pretty sure that's a lasagna at the bottom left and then carbonara top right. Malamang kinain ko ito mag-isa. Pero hindi ko siya naubos, so nag-take home ako. This is the time na we had a restaurant to ourselves. So, every lunch namin, so lalabas kami ng bank and then may mga restaurants na malapit lang dun sa bangko. Tapos, naghahanap kami ng restaurants to eat in, ganyan. And wala masyadong tao, actually, surprisingly. Up until now, hindi ko alam kung saan kumakain yung mga bank personnel. Kasi syempre may mga kasabay kami, di ba? Who were actually Dutch. Pero yun, hindi gano'ng karaming tao sa mga restaurants when it's lunchtime. And ito, yung meal na kinain namin, nag-steak kami. Pak. Sarap, but hindi naman siya super worthy. But considering the price and where we were, masarap siya. Oh, tas ito, I took this picture lunch break. So, I went around kasi maaga ako natapos mag-lunch. Sabi ko, kasi may oras ako, lakad lang ako ng onte. And there was this cute little park in the middle of a residential area. Ang cute when I passed this and then I took a picture. Guys, these brownies were, I'm not kidding you, still are the best brownies I have ever tasted in my life. No joke. Maybe it has something to do with the quality ng chocolate na ginagamit nila or the flour or whatever. But guys, as in, ang sarap. Hindi ko in-expect. Kasi I was just walking down after my lunch break and then I was like, okay, what can I buy? I just wanna buy something sweet. Pumunta ako dun sa isang bakery. Not expecting much, ha? Tapos, nagulat ako, ang sarap. So, yun, best brownies I've had in my life. Oh, okay. Puro ko on, so, itong picture na to was also taken during one of my lunch breaks. I was walking by. And then, I just had to take a picture of what I saw kasi ang ganda niya talaga. So, I took a picture. And ang ganda ng register sa camera. I don't know if this is a real thing or it's just me. Yeah, and I took another picture of that. And carbonara na naman, guys. Sorry na. Ayan, and then, for the first time, I ordered pizza. And pizza isn't actually something that I would order kung nasa Pinas lang ako. But, well, since you're in Europe, you know, why not? And carbonara na naman. There was, and hindi ko tanda if I have a picture of that carbonara. But, needless to say, my mom makes a mean carbonara, meaning mataas yung standards ko. So when I went to Europe, I wanted to taste what European carbonara tasted like. And sa Amsterdam, of course, I had to try. I tried, and then wala silang cream masyado na ginagamit. I think it's just like egg and cheese. But there was this one restaurant that I went to. Paalis na ako halos noon sa Amsterdam. Gumamit sila ng white wine in the carbonara, and it was so good. And I told my mom, you know, I love you, but this carbonara is for sure better than yours. It has white wine, and I told my mom. Fan din ako ng salmon, so when I saw this on a menu of one of the restaurants, like, girl, gotta have it. Ito, normal lang. I would say na we actually have stuff close to this here in the Philippines. Hindi ko na alam kung ano tong pasta na to, pero sige. Onwards. Oh, gosh. May explain ako. Sa Netherlands, yung most ng mga kinakain nila was sausages and stews. So, hindi ko tanda kung ano tawag dito, but I'm pretty sure it's one of their native dishes. But, I ordered rice on the side. And this is during one of my weekends in Amsterdam. I went to the Anne Frank house. I read about her, I think, 12 years old ako or 11, no? And when I found out that I was going to Amsterdam for work, nag-book ako ng ticket in advance here. And for those of you who are planning on or thinking about going to the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam, book your tickets early. Kasi sobrang bilis maubusan ng slots dito. And I do have friends who have tried to go in pero hindi nakaabot. So, book your tickets early. But it was such a nice experience. Ang liit lang pala ng bahay na yun. And I remember my posting on my Instagram stories. Oh wow, my 12-year-old self would be so happy. And first time ni ate sa snow ever. So syempre nagpicture siya. Please excuse the selfie. Oh, okay. This is something na hindi ko pa napapaliwanag sa inyo. So whenever I travel to a certain place, I make it a point to explore 4 parts. Coffee, cuisine, Christianity, and culture. So, yung 4 na yun, of course, they sometimes overlap, especially yung culture and cuisine. But, syempre, this picture is part of the coffee exploration that I did. So, I looked for a coffee shop na mataas yung ratings. I think sa Yelp. Yeah. And then, dito ako napunta. I think this is a flat white. A flat white is usually my go-to when it comes to coffee. And this is one of my most favorite parts of my trip. So, I went to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. I ordered this meal. Hindi ko natanda kung ano siya, pero masarap. So, sa cafe to sa cafe sa loob ng Van Gogh Museum. And then ito, I hope I still have my facts straight. I remember that Van Gogh started painting, I think he was late 20s. It just affirmed me in the fact na, hey, you know, you're never too old to start something. If you want to start something, just start. And wow, this video is a testament to that. So, I loved going to the Van Gogh Museum. And note guys na hindi naman ako art person talaga. But the story behind, or the story that the museum curated about Van Gogh's life, na na-touch yung heart ko. And yun yung pinaka-takeaway ko. You're never too old to start something that you want to start. Ayan, so may picture na naman nung terminal. And then we have another canal deep in snow. Hindi naman deep, pero kaka-snow lang. And ang ganda niya talaga tingnan, no? And then, I saw these plants. Hindi ko sure kung cherry blossom sila. I don't think so. This actually, fun fact, was my wallpaper for quite some time. And this night, I just wanted to order coffee from the restaurant that I had already eaten dinner in. Oh, Irish coffee. Sounds very interesting. So, why not let's get that? Okay, so, I ordered it off the menu. And pagtikim ko, like, bakit ganito yung lasa nito? And para sa mga hindi alam kung ano ang Irish coffee, guys, may alak siya. So, nagulat ako. Nadismaya ako. Sabi ko, hindi ko mauubos. So, kasi hindi naman talaga ako uminom na alcohol. So, yung picture na yan, hindi na siya nabawasan after that. Ayun. Ito yung isa sa mga native dishes din nila. So, in my attempt of trying to explore their dishes, I ate this. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm gonna try to Google it, and then if successful your attempts ko, you're gonna find it in this video. Okay, and then this is a part of also my exploration of Christianity. So, in the Sunday of my stay there, I went to a church called C3, and it was a discipleship church. I always make it a point that I'm able to go to church on Sundays, and this was part of it. So, yung travel time ko to this church, it was somewhere in the suburbs. So, I had to leave early. I had to ride the train na siguro mga 30 minutes. And mind you, pag 30 minutes travel time via train sa kanila, matagal na yon. Wala nung babaan ng train. Ang layo pa pala na lalakarin, and it was snowing so hard. So, it was very difficult for me to walk. And I think I walked for a good 15 minutes in snow, and then finally made it to the church. So, the people were very welcoming. It was so nice. Yung praise and worship nila actually dito. Yung song na kinanta nila was Good Good Father. And nakaka-reassure kasi alam niyo yung even though you're at some other part of the world, you know that you can still be part of a church and be reassured na hey, same kami ng God na sinasamba. I think there's more pictures of my trip to this church later. This is a frozen lake. Actually, hindi siya super obvious in the picture, but frozen lake yan. And it was snowing also that day. I went to Volendam. More pictures about that later. Ayun. So, this is Volendam. I never quite understood what it was exactly, but I feel like it's a suburb somewhere outside of the main city na Amsterdam. Ganda ng houses kasi they're very uniform. And they are situated around a lake. And may boats, may yachts. This is a picture before one of my presentations to the board. Nakatakot. Hindi ko na inakala na mag-present ako sa boardroom nila. Pero ang ganda. Tingnan nyo naman, guys. Ang aesthetic ng boardroom, diba? This is a picture taken from Volendam. And they have a coffee brand called Segafredo. I remember seeing this sometimes here. Wala nata sila dito. Sarap ng apple pie na to, guys. Apple pie yan. Oh. I don't even know what these are called. Please tell me what this is called. After this video, I'm going to Google it. So, I kind of tried to take pictures around Volendam. Look at the pretty houses. It's so uniform. Ito, selfie lang. So, yung outfits ko nito, I had to wear very thick jackets. So, I had thermal stuff underneath. Sobrang layered talaga ako kasi hindi ko kaya yung malamig. For my souvenirs, I usually buy owl stuff. Buti may nakita ako na owl souvenir in Amsterdam. Selfie lang. Next. Ayan, so ito yung one of my outfits going to work. It's a coat. I bought this from Paris, which is going to be part of my next video. So, stay tuned for that. Mukha siyang mahal, guys, pero mura lang siya sa Paris. Promise. Ayan, so picture na naman of the same thing. You're trying to practice my photography skills. This is still in Volendam. Carbonara. Ayan, and windmill? Is it a windmill? This is a picture from the office building that I was working in. Imagine you working environment, may ganyan. Yan, still in Volendam. Selfie. Oh, okay. So, while I was in Volendam, someone sent me flowers. So, yun. And then boardroom. So, this is more pictures from from Volendam. As we were going to the boardroom, yung kasama kong mag-present, yung bank personnel, sinabi niya, hey, you don't wanna take a picture on the staircase? It's very nice. Sabi ko, okay. I'll take a picture. And then, pinicture niya ako. Cute. And Volendam pa rin. And that's it. Wow, ang bilis. So yun guys, I hope you enjoyed yung little bit of kwentuhan natin. I'm trying to make it a little bit more story-oriented, but I believe nagkwentuhan naman tayo today. And if you would like to see more of this kind of content from me, stay tuned. I will try to come up with the next video very soon. But until then, kwentuhan tayo next time. Bye!